up, guys? Welcome to Team Thrive Q&A with Coach Emily and Coach Kristen.
So, who are you? Pretty much what do you do for Team Thrive? What is your purpose on the team?
All right, so I am the head nutritionist. So I work with each client individually. Once we first sign you as a client, I work with you to kind of reflect on what your current diet is, and then how, based on your goals, we adjust it and set you up with an individualized plan to start with, and then with a trajectory of where we would like to end up, whether it be for a show date or for a photo shoot, or just kind of for the end of whenever you would like your time with Team Thrive to be. So I work with you each week to kind of give you guidance and education-wise based on where you currently are at nutritionally, and I just repeated myself. All right, so let's see what else. A big thing I kind of really like to do with the girls at Team Thrive is I also like to each week with our check-ins, I like to try to educate you on why we're doing the things we're doing nutritionally, why they're important, why we're taking it step by step, and how building on these steps will get you to where you want to go, or where you want to be for show day, or throughout a reverse, or wherever you are during your actual plan.
Nice. Kristen?
I am your head trainer, so I take care of all your workout plans, whether that be a plan that's leading up to your projected show date, post-show, a building phase if you want to take a year or so to build before you want to step on the stage. We do weekly check-ins for your training as well.
And we kind of build off, the beautiful thing about Kristen heading training and I had nutrition is that we both come with like a wealth of knowledge for those things individually, and then we work really well each week. At each client's check-in is both for training and nutrition, and so we can build your future plan week to week off of both, the feedback for both of those things, and they just kind of jive really well together.
Yeah, coincide, so
Yeah.
especially during a prep.
Yeah, for sure.
Workouts will be different as far as what your calories are.
Yeah. So we have to take that all into consideration.
Yes.
Awesome. And then are you guys competitors yourself?
Yes.
Hell yeah.
Most definitely.
Yeah. She did that because I just won my pro card in figure in November. So yeah, I've been competing for about 4 years, and it took me about 6 shows to get my pro card.
Yeah.
And then Kristen, how long have you competed?
I started competing in 2012, I think it was, end of the year, September of that year. And I did 8 shows between then and 2016. And then I took a 5-year break, and then last year, 2021, is when I stepped back on stage for 3 shows.
Yeah, why did you take that 5-year break?
I had a son.
Yeah.
I have a 5-year-old little boy. So I took those 5 years off from moving, military. Also, we're both military wives.
Yeah.
It takes a toll. So past year was like my year to bring myself back together.
Yeah. And she did awesome. She did so
Yeah.
well. So we're hoping she'll compete again this year. In May is her next show.
Yeah.
And so it'll be a pro qualifier as well. So we're aiming for that pro card for her as well.
I touched it. So I gotta grab it.
Yeah. She got so close.
Awesome. So you guys said y'all are military spouses. And then Kristen said you had a kiddo. How old is kiddo, and what is the kiddo's name?
Camden, and he is 5 years old. He just turned 5 in October.
Awesome. And then Emily, do you have any kids?
Yep, I've got 3. I've got a 15-year-old boy, an 11-year-old girl, and a 6-year-old boy, which all keep me very busy in very different phases of life.
And then how long have you two been married for?
Me and Kristen?
Yeah.
Mary.
Yeah. No. How long has Michelle each separately been married?
Well, she proposed about 7 months ago.
It wasn't long after we met. I just knew.
I don't know.
Okay,
It's
so
destined.
me. Okay, I am married to my high school sweetheart. We've been married for 12 years now. This year will be our 13th wedding anniversary. We've been in the military since then. So yeah, we have 4 years left, 4.5, and we will be out.
Of the military,
Of the
not of your
military.
marriage.
Yes.
Right. So we've been married for, oh gosh, I'm sorry, Adam. So we got married in 2009. So however long ago that was, we've been married that long.
You said you're 12 too, right?
Yeah, it's 12. 12. We've been married for almost 13 years. Cool. Yeah, it's. But yeah, we actually knew each other in high school as well. We got pregnant with our oldest. I was actually pregnant during my high school graduation, so that was fun and interesting. We had Connor, and then we waited a little bit to get married, but he was 2, almost 3 whenever we got married. And then, we decided to keep it on and have more kids. And we've been in the military only, this is actually our only official, active duty station. My husband was in school for the past 2 PCSs we had. So he was in medical school, and then he was in his residency, and then this is our first active duty station out here in Okinawa.
Awesome. And then, okay, so figure out a little about who you guys are. Let's get into the fun part. How did you guys start Team Thrive? What made y'all want to start together? Get married.
I actually first reached out to Emily to coach me. Like I said, last year was my first year back on stage, and I just wanted to take the plunge and do it. So I reached out to Emily via Sam, and
Sam.
and it just kind of snowballed from there in a good way. So she coached me through my first show, which was my bass show. We took first and overall, and I was getting ready to do another show 3 weeks later, and in between that time, Emily actually approached me about the business venture, and it took me about half a second to say yes. So
Yeah, I mean,
so what promoted you?
Yeah,
You to?
That's a good question. Actually, so when we first met, just for the initial intake, I had seen Kristen. Our sons go to school together, our youngest. So my youngest and her son go to school together. And I had seen her around, drop off and stuff like that. And obviously, I mean, she's always been relatively muscular, right?
Yeah.
So, and appears that way. So, I was like, oh, I know she works out. She does stuff in the gym. And so I was kind of interested then. And then she reached out to me about coaching. So I knew as soon as I met her and we actually did that intake, I knew that she came with a wealth of knowledge of her own, and her also approach, just the way she would word things and why she was competing and why this show meant so much to her. There was just a lot there that kind of resonated with me personally. And then coaching through, working with her as her coach, she's 100% a go-getter. And if she had questions or she needed extra help, she would reach out to me. We'd talk through things. It was just a really good relationship from the get-go as far as our communication and everything. So, and I knew that I wanted to do something like this. I had my own business here for almost 2 years now. That was nutrition. It started personal training and nutrition, and then I transitioned it just to nutrition coaching. But I knew that I really, really wanted to do something more in the competition realm. And I also know that I didn't want to do it myself. I didn't want to, I knew that my focus and my passion was for the nutrition side. And so when I met Kristen, it just kind of like, I remember the thought popped into my head before the base show, and I was like, I'm not going to talk to her because I didn't want to add that stress before, like, you know, I didn't even want to throw her off. You know, when you're getting ready for a show, like, your mental game is just so important. So I didn't want to do anything that would, like, throw her off at all. So I kind of had been pondering it for a while, and then one day I finally was just like, I'm just going to do it. I'm going to ask her. And I remember being so nervous and so giddy. Like, it was literally like I was asking her out on a date. And I was like, oh my God, I wonder what she's going to say. And I just remember being so nervous.
Think about it.
Yes. And then it was just so natural. And honestly, like, we then met and we were like, well, what do we want our team to be? And how do we want to do it? And everything, I mean, from the get-go, everything's just unfolded super naturally, super, like, things, I don't know, it just felt right from the beginning. Yeah, so... yeah,
I guess I should say too that I, back in 2015, I started prepping girls for their first shows as well. So I kind of already had the background of coaching girls as far as workouts go and what it all entails. And like Emily said, I throw myself into anything that I want to do. So prep, for instance, like she said, I'm a go-getter. I'm the same way with my girls. So I literally almost put myself in their shoes, and it's so hard to explain this. So instead of a lot of like these online coaches that you find, they have hundreds of girls, and there's no way that they can coach these girls the way they need to be coached.
Yeah, on such a personal level.
That's what it is, personal. Like, I literally, each girl is so different too, so I literally feel like I know what each girl is feeling differently as far as their workouts go and how prep is going. So I just wanted to throw that in there. So
yeah, and I think
it's very, I feel what they're feeling.
Yeah. And I think that's one of the things that we want so much with this team is that, like, there are fundamentals that if you were to take, you know, everything down to the nitty gritty, like, those fundamentals might be very, very similar, and they may, like, look very much the same, but the reality is everybody's journey through this is so different and so personal, and we really want to take all of those nuances into consideration when we're coaching each individual girl and really provide them with that quality, because that's when I feel like they thrive the most, and they're able to actually, like, come out of this journey with it not just being about stepping on stage.
Yeah.
Nice. So what would you guys say sets Team Thrive apart from other competition teams out there?
Probably exactly what we just said. I think when we started this team and we kind of worked through what we wanted our mission statement to be, it was really about that we wanted each individual girl to feel like we equip them to thrive in their life, and we use competing and their nutrition and their training as avenues to really harness that ability for them to feel empowered in order to thrive through whatever life brings them. And we like to, like, have it accumulate, like, what's the word I'm looking for, like the final crescendo or whatever it is to, like, them stepping on stage. Like, it is really powerful to have it be like that.
This is
accumulation of everything. Yeah, their moment.
Everything full circle. It's getting back to that one moment.
And for them to really feel that, and then be able to, like, journey through that moment and then into the next, and how powerful that really can be.
Nice. So we have some questions that we put on the Q&A on Team Thrive's Instagram. One of the questions is, what makes you truly thrive? Not Team Thrive related, though. So what makes you feel like you're truly thriving?
Oh, that's a really good question. Whoever asked that question.
That one was a Haley question.
Good question, Haley. Way to put us on the spot.
I guess for me, especially, so this is speaking like now in the moment, from post show to November post show for me to now, within just like a few weeks or a few days time, having something concrete that I know I want to do and accomplish. So having a daily goal, a weekly goal, a monthly goal, whatever it be, and conquering that every day and waking up and doing it again. That's what I think gives me that thrive feeling. I don't know how else to best describe that.
Yeah.
But that, and then obviously going through an entire prep knowing I gave it everything I could, and whatever the outcome be, knowing that I just accomplished it. That could be workout related, that could be nutrition related, that could be sleep related.
Yeah. Even just family dynamic related.
Yeah.
Like there is this huge part of what we also want to be very like transparent about with our clients is if they're married or if they have children, like the stress that it puts on your family is very real, and so it's better to be super transparent and open with them about that. But then it's also like an opportunity to see how much you can handle as an individual and also value your relationships around you and have it build those relationships instead of be something that tears them apart. And so, because it has the potential to do both, right? But it really can be something that you're able to like say, okay, this is what I want to do, but I also have these relationships that are very important to me. So how do I strategically get everything that I want to get done and accomplished and still be able to support my family or my husband, and how do I get them on board, and being able to go through that gives you a sense of like thriving, where you're like, okay, we can kind of get through anything, we've gotten through this and we've done it well and we've strategically planned for it.
Just like going to school, you
Yeah.
obtain your degree, or military, if in the military you get that next rank. What's the right word?
Yeah, I think so. Promotion?
Promotion,
Yeah.
Any sort of job related promotion.
Are there any questions that I did not ask you guys that you want your clients to know, future clients, people watching this video? Are there any questions you want them to know?
Ooh. That's a good question in itself. We could talk a little bit about our actual like background, as far as like, I have a bachelor's degree in dietetics, so I come with a 4-year degree of studying nutrition. I have worked with and obtained multiple different kind of sports nutrition specific certifications to keep my education up for my clients. And I have future aspirations. We are transitioning back to the States in the next year, and I have future aspirations to go back and get my registered dietetics certification, so that I can continue to just provide that quality of resource and education for our current clients and future clients.
I guess to kind of piggyback off of what I've already said, I have been training 7 years now. But before that, I actually have my degree in early childhood education. But with the military and constantly moving around, it's very hard to, and it's not fair to the children, to have like a revolving door for the teacher to keep moving and going different places. So I kind of had to put that on the back burner. I do miss it. I do want to get back in the classroom. I love kindergarten age, preschool age. So maybe in the future I'll go back to that. I don't know. I haven't really decided. We have some bigger plans that we're going to try and put
I'm
into
like,
the
no,
works.
she won't. It's fine.
I'll just have more babies.
Yeah.
But sorry, James. But yeah. So
Do you think that your degree in early education helps you to like coach and actually communicate in a teaching kind of way to our clients?
For sure. Definitely communicating. That's really about it. Everything else, finger painting.
We'll do some finger painting at our events.
I was gonna say I can do that.
But yeah, I mean, school is school no matter what degree you're getting. It's you're dedicated to it. You're gonna you want to accomplish a goal. So that's about it for me.
What do you guys offer? So I know you do the prep. What does your prep competition package look like? Like, what all do you offer with that?
Great.
Depending on where you are in your progress or what show it is you potentially want to step on the stage for, it would either have, for me, a building phase before we try and get you on stage. We have had clients, or one client, that pretty much came to us already wanting to jump on stage within a 12-week prep plan, so we had to kind of delve into that, but then we started to reverse with her. It will, I guess, competition-wise, all posing is included, whether that be figure wellness or bikini. What else? All nutrition plans, all workout plans.
Yeah, kind of the rundown is it's a monthly membership, and within that membership you get access to both Kristen and I basically anytime you need us. But we have actual set check-ins each week that we do, that are official check-ins, which there's a process to that. So when you sign with us, you get a document that explains all of that and helps us track both your nutrition and your training each week. And then on top of that, like anything that you need to get you ready for the show is included. So any posing that might be needed, we help with suits, we help with makeup and hair day of, if we are with you in person, which we aspire to be with each girl on their show day. Here in Japan, it's a little tricky because there's a lot of travel involved. So we work really hard to be able to go with our clients, but we can't make it to every single one. If we can't make it to the show, we make sure that they are set up with what they need. And then as far as, and then in addition, like on the team side, because we do really value making our team a community, because we know, I mean, we've each done this had phases where we've done this on our own, and in fact I think both of us pretty much have been kind of
More
solo. But there's such quality in having a community of girls that you can kind of rely on, and just even in the stressful times, like if we have a team event where you can just come and everybody understands that like you might not be able to partake in the food that we're eating, but you can still like laugh and have fun. Like that's just a really good feeling to have, that there's a space there, that there's other people that understand what you're going through. And so as part of our team is we pride ourselves on having, posing clinics where we can all get together, but also events. We've been trying to have one at least once a month where everybody can kind of get together and do team bonding. So it's that's included. I think that's about it. I think everything's pretty personalized.
We help
so
you
if
every
need
step of the
something-
way. Everything that you would need to know.
Nice. So one last question. What advice do you have for someone who wants to compete? Someone that's coming to you and says they want to get on stage.
I mean, that's the hardest step, is even making that approach.
Taking the
If you're
leap.
already there and you're asking, then I would say to just keep pursuing it. I know it's easier said than done, and you're gonna go through the ups and the downs of prep.
And I think we like to, like, we have some girls that we actually have a pretty great group of girls right now that come from multiple different stages in their journey. So we have had some that have come and they've been training, maybe for a year. We have some who have come and have been training for multiple years, and we have some that have come and they're just learning how to train themselves and how to even delve into what they eat nutritionally or build awareness on that front. So I think answering that question, definitely again takes like a personalized approach. Like we would personalize the advice that we would give to where that girl is, but I think the biggest thing that we could say is universal is just like expectations. Like let's talk through expectations. Like it's gonna take work, so just acknowledging that you are at a place where you are willing to put in the work consistently, and it's gonna take time.
We give you and provide you with all the tools,
Yeah,
but you or they would have to do the work.
right.
If it were that easy.
Yeah, like if you could just,
yeah.
that'd be great, right?
But that's the fun part, is
yeah, it is.
building that confidence within yourself and then seeing the first change. At least for me, that's what hooked me in and reeled me in.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. And I think that's the other thing is like, I think my biggest advice to somebody, like if I were to give them like a blanket statement, is to learn how to enjoy the process. And really focus on building that process step by step and like what those steps do for you.
Nice. Awesome. So where can people find Team Thrive or find Coach Kristen and Coach Emily on social media?
Instagram,
Yeah.
Facebook, Kristen Thornton on Instagram. Pretty sure yours is just your name, right?
Yeah, Emily Burgess, IFBB Pro on Instagram and Facebook.
Yeah, both.
And then Team Thrive Oki on Instagram and on Facebook. And then YouTube.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, yeah, you can find us all there.
Or in the gym.
Oh,
if
for
you're
sure in the
local,
gym. Yeah.
Please approach.
Yes. Yeah. That's actually a really good thing. So we can definitely like kind of wrap up on that note. Like if you see us around, Oki is a small community. So if you see us around, please do not hesitate to approach us. Just say hi, even if we're in the gym doing our thing and we may have like our go-getter face on or resting bitch face, however you wanted to say it, when we're in the zone. Yeah. But that is just because like we are there getting our stuff done, but we are both of us are very approachable, and we love to have people come up and, you know, if they're interested in this process or interested in joining our team, please feel free to just come and say hi. And if we can't talk in the moment, we will make sure we reach out to you later on or set up a time to talk.
Yep.
Okay.